Hello friends! Today in this video I want to talk to you about the Atomos Ninja V and how you can set this up to actually use LUTs on the screen so that you can actually change the color profiles that you are working with, and mainly this video is going to focus on how you can actually get those files onto the Atomos Ninja V. This video is not focusing on different types of LUTs or those kind of things. That's for a different video, and I will link a couple of resources down below in the description as well that might be helpful in that regard. Now first up, actually Atomos themselves published an article or a help file which you can find in the links down in the description below, where you can also find a description as to how you can get your LUT onto your Atomos Ninja V. But if you prefer a video explanation, then this video right here is good for you. I also will link a couple of more resources down in the description below, mainly the LUTs that I really like to use with my Canon EOS R, despite not being able to use it when I am in the current setup that I have here. But generally speaking, I really loved the Alexa LUT or the Alexa Look LUT for the Canon EOS R 8-bit C-Log color grade from Carlos Quintero. And you can find those links in the description below. He makes that available on Gumroad, so you can get it right here. And I really love the Rec 709 Alexa Look. And that's the CUBE file that I'm gonna be installing onto the Atomos Ninja V. And as you can see, you can purchase this on this website for $1 or more, depending on what you would like to pay for it. Another LUT that we're also going to be putting onto the Atomos Ninja V is the legal to, I think it's the full to legal LUT that you can use when you are working with the Atomos Ninja V. Now they also have the legalize feature, so that's also really cool. But Gerald goes into a lot of detail in terms of the legalize feature, as well as this LUT that you can find also linked in the description below, and you can download the full to legal LUT down here. Now I actually also made a video about this topic with the full range and legalized range and those kind of things. So those videos are also going to be linked in the description below. Nothing really has changed on the Atomos front. The firmware upgrades keep coming and there are new features available now. But in terms of the LUTs and the legalization, it's pretty much all the same that it was about a year ago. But now let's get into the process of how you can get your file from the computer onto the Atomos Ninja V. And for that, we need, of course, a docking cable. So this is the SSD cable to dock it via USB-C. So that's what I use for this process. Then, of course, you'll also need to remove the SSD from the Atomos. And with that, those two, I can now connect those together and hook that up to my computer. Once it's hooked up there, we can switch to the computer. And here, as you can see, I already prepared the two files that I would like to put onto the Atomos. Now, something to note here is that the files are actually going to be named based on the file name that you have set right here. So for me, the one here is called Atomos Range Fix Full to Legal, and then you have the EOS R C-Log to Rec 709 Alexa Look. And those are in the CUBE file format. Now, if you have, for example, LUTs in your Premiere Pro installation, then you can of course also install those onto your Atomos. And if you want to go there and you find those, then you can go in and open the library in the Finder. So open the Finder, go at the top here, go to Go, and then here at the library level. From there, you can go to Application Support, then Adobe. Here you want to find the Common, LUTs, and Creative, or depending on what you want to install, Technical. And for me, for example, you can see I have those installed at the top right here, and I'm gonna install those two CUBE files, but I have those moved into the Downloads folder. But that's how you get to a folder where you might have other LUTs that you might wanna move onto your Atomos Ninja V. Then once we have the Atomos Ninja V connected, or the drive connected much rather, we can of course put those side by side. And now we can take those two files and actually just move them onto the Atomos Ninja V SSD into the root directory. So now those files are available right here in the root file. And with that, we are actually already done with the process on the computer. We can eject the drive from there. then we have it right here, and we can move back over to the Atomos Ninja V, of course, undocking it and putting the drive back into the Atomos Ninja V. And now, once it actually got recognized and is available again, we can go into the mode with the yellow circle right here. So opening that up, and maybe I can just go a little closer here so you can see that a little better. And the colors are sometimes hard to film here on the screen, so that's something to be mindful of. But we have that open. And once we hit the gear icon or the settings icon down here, we now can go to the menu point called LUTs. But before we jump into the LUTs and loading all of those, I want to point out the monitor setting right here, because usually that's set to native. And something important here is that if you change the LUT on the LUTs menu, but you have the monitor section set to native, then the LUT will actually not be visible. So make sure you put that onto LUT if you want to use LUTs. And then on the LUT screen itself, on the LUT settings, you can see what is going on here. First up, one thing I want to mention here is that you can set the LUT for during recording, during output, and you can disable both of them. You can also have a comparison view that it kind of splits left and right depending on whether or not you want that. I want to disable that now. And you can also see that I have these LUTs set up right here. So I have from 1 to 5, and then 6 and 7 are empty, and 8 is another LUT. Now, something interesting here is that you actually don't have a way of unselecting one LUT that you have installed there. You also can't remove any LUTs. You can only overwrite them once you have them set up. So if you want to disable the LUTs completely, then you would want to also go back onto the monitor section and then go back to native. But for me, what I mostly do when I use LUTs, I'm just going to open an empty slot right there, and then I'm good to go. But now, how do we actually get those CUBE files that are on the SSD into one of those slots? And for me, I would like to just overwrite the first one, for example, and you select whichever you want to store the file into, or the LUT into, and then you open up this little folder icon, which is the first one right here in this list. And then we go open that, and it is going to ask us, do you really want to overwrite this position? And I'm going to say yes. And then it will actually provide us with a folder structure of the drive that we have in the Atomos Ninja V right now. And now I can overwrite the LUT that is stored in this first slot. And of course, I want to put in the Alexa LUT, and we can select that like so. And then I think I have to put it again. So double tapping it essentially. And now on the first slot, it is stored that we have the EOSR LUT right there. And you might be able to see that the name is actually written right there above the black line right there. So it is actually visible on the screen, the name of the LUT that is on that place that's saved there. And if I change that to the other LUTs here, you can see that at the end right there, something changes, but it's really hard to see as it is set up right now. Now, if I disconnect this HDMI cord, you can see it a little bit better. Right now, you can see the EOSR C log to Rec 709 high contrast is selected. There, no LUT is selected. And then from the first one, this is the one that we overwrote. Now, if I go back and to the 8th LUT, you can see that's for me the full to legal. And again, overwrite, and then selecting the Atomos range fix full to legal, double tapping it, and it is going to load that LUT for us. And now that is also stored on there and overwritten. Now, I hope this video was helpful in getting a LUT installed onto your Atomos Ninja V. If you have any questions around the subject matter, you can leave those in the comment section down below, and I might be able to help you there. Now, if this video helped you install a LUT onto your Atomos Ninja V, then I would appreciate a thumbs up. That always helps out a lot. With all that said, I hope you have an amazing day, make it your life, and I will see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao!